Hey guys, and welcome back. This project continues, and in this video I'm going to introduce the data exploration and pre-processing on the testing data. So let's go to the Python code here. So in the previous step we basically used the training data sets to we did some text cleaning on that, and we used the training data sets to learn the phrases, and we train a model. So now for the testing data set, for the data cleaning for the testing data set, we basically do the same that we did on the training data set. So for this step, I converted all the imported data to a data frame. So because I imported the 3 files, so I just converted them to 3 data frames here. It's gonna take a while because the data is relatively big, but it should be fine. Okay. Alright, now we're done. So now they're in 3 separated data frames, but I want to stack them up together to form just one data frame called the data frame test. So I stack them up together. Let's see what they look like. You see here that it actually looks like the same as the training data sets. But now here we have 2773 rows. Each row is a document, and it also begins with document 1 out of 1000, and is also very dirty. We need to do some cleaning, and so following steps are the data cleaning part. We also need to remove the first several 1000 something characters and the last 1000 something characters, because those ones are the redundant information, and those redundant information are repeated for each article. I cannot stress more. It's very important to remove those characters, because it will bring you some trouble if you don't remove them. So I remove them. So now I have something like this. So it actually now starts sort of somewhere, starts around the major part of the article, which is the prose part of that article. You see, the prose part is actually after the full text, this key string here, full text. And then I do pre-processing. This is the same step that I did for the training data set. It's also going to take you a while because this data set is much bigger than the training one. Okay, now you see that this data set has been cleaned. And is actually very much cleaner than previous that it has been looked like. And then do some customized cleaning as what we did in the training session. And we're done. So after this customized cleaning step, basically now the text cleaning part is done. And the next step we need to do is we need to use our formerly trained multigram, this model, to detect those phrases in our testing data sets. So I converted this testing data set to a corpus, and then I changed the corpus. I tokenized the corpus. So basically, I converted each word in the corpus to a token. And then I used this multigram to detect in those tokens to see what kind of 2 tokens that combined together could form a phrase, and I will treat that phrase as another individual token in my following analysis. So let's run this to see what we will get, and then you'll have an idea what I'm doing here. Okay, so you see here that I printed out the first list in this token. In this token list, actually, it consists of 2773 lists, and each list actually represents one document. But now each term in that document, I have changed them to a token. So you see here with this model that I've been trained to detect the phrases, I can use it to detect some very obvious phrases. It actually works quite well. For example, you see here like world leading telecommunication equipment, and let's scroll down a little bit. We see like North America. Yeah, so these are obviously, it could be a phrase. And let's see, like free trade, like research development, and like central office. So you see here, this model actually works pretty well. So it helps me to detect some of these expressions or these phrases correctly. So now what I do here is I can basically treat a phrase as a token now with an underscore that link them together. But previously, if we don't do this step, so for each token there could be just one word, and if in that case, our analysis results could be not accurate as we want. So this tokenized and this phrasal analysis is actually very necessary for these projects. Okay, and I think for now we ended up with this text exploration and the cleaning part for the testing data sets. And I'll see you in the next video.